Genghis Khan, the great Mongol conqueror, ended enough lives to leave a mark in the carbon record. He was one of the most prolific takers of life ever seen. This is the worst academic channel on YouTube. Okay, so I have in the past said that Genghis wasn't that bad and so on. So this gentleman, Bill Bradley, says that I am one of the worst academic channels on YouTube, and Genghis Khan killed so many people that it left a mark in the carbon record. Let us find out whether I am completely wrong and I'm completely biased and this is the worst academic channel on YouTube. Let's find out. Let's fact check this. Okay. Okay. Genghis Khan carbon record global cooling. So it is said that he caused global cooling, right? So there is this website, Mongabe. Okay, what is this IFL science? Let's take a look at this. Okay, it says that Genghis Khan killed enough people to cool the planet, and this is by whoever. A gentleman called Benjamin Taub, who holds a master's degree in anthropology from University College London, and he has worked in neuroscience and mental health. Okay, so this gentleman has a master's degree in anthropology from University College London. So he says that scientists have identified a sudden decrease in atmospheric carbon of about 3 parts per million. 3 parts per million, remember that, between 1200 and 1470 CE, which correlates with the Mongol invasion of Asia and so on. This may account for changes in carbon dioxide levels and allowed more trees to grow and act as carbon sinks and so on. Despite so okay, so that's what he says. So he says that Genghis Khan killed enough people to cool the planet. That is his claim, and he has said that this sequestered huge amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, possibly even cooling the planet. So that is what our friend, what's his name, Benjamin Taub says. And there is this Mongabe, whatever that is, which also makes the same claim. And how Genghis Khan cooled the planet, altered life sciences, Mongol invasion, altered carbon dioxide levels, and so on. So this is a very commonly believed thing. Why Genghis Khan was good for the planet. That's what the Guardian of the UK is saying, and so on. Now let's take a look at some actual research papers. Yes. So let's take a look at this one here. Okay, this is from the astrophysics data system. This is actually something that is more connected to, well, my field, but it also has this paper about carbon emissions. So Holocene carbon emissions is a result of anthropogenic land cover change. And the DOI is, the last 6 numbers are 386983. 386983. 386983. Now let me put the actual PDF on the screen. Okay, here, let's open it. Let's fact check this properly. Okay, once again, it's the same DOI 386983, same paper. Yeah. So, and this is by Kaplan, Krumhart, Ellis, Ridiman, etc., etc., etc. These are the authors. Holocene carbon emissions as a result of anthropogenic land cover change. So here we have a graph, a chart. Let's bigify it, embiggen, enlarge it. So on the y-axis, the vertical axis, we have atmospheric carbon dioxide concentration and also human population in millions. And on the horizontal axis, we have years before present. So this ends at 1850. Okay, it starts at 6,000 years before present. So if we look at the time period of 2,000 years before present, that is, when the AD-BC shift happens. And we're talking about 1200 to 1400 AD, right? So it's around this time period, 1000 to 750. And you can see that there is, there are 2 graphs here, 2 lines. The top one is the human population, and on the bottom, the second lower one, That is the carbon dioxide levels in parts per million, atmospheric carbon dioxide concentration in parts per million. And as you can see, between 1000 before years before present and 750 years before present, or even 500 years before present, there's no major change in the atmospheric carbon levels. Whatever change happens, it's just very minor, very gradual, right? So Genghis Khan was born when 1170 or something, and he died in 1227. So around that time, what do you see? And afterwards, also the Mongol Empire was a very big deal for the next century or so. You see no such thing here. You don't see any major change in the atmospheric carbon dioxide concentration. So that kind of raises a question mark about what these people have been claiming. Now let's take a look at a different research paper. And it's verifying that we are human here. We are all humans. Yes, I would confirm that. Coupled climate carbon simulations indicate minor global only the Mongol invasion could have lowered global carbon dioxide, but by an amount too small to be resolved by ice cores. So they're talking about the reduction of global carbon dioxide levels. They say that the Mongol invasion only could have lowered it, but it would have been by an amount that is too small to be resolved by ice cores. Now let's go down and let's take a look at whatever the paper is all about. Let's take a look at some details. So it's talking about global carbon dioxide decreases. This global decrease in carbon dioxide caused by the Mongol invasion is still smaller than 0.1 parts per million, and therefore not detectable in ice core records with a typical measurement precision of 1 part per million. Okay. Now let's ask. So clearly the claims don't hold up. Now let's ask Google to fact check. Okay, please fact check. Genghis Khan ended enough lives to leave a mark on the carbon record. Please fact check. What's it say? What does the Google AI say? It says nothing. So as you can see, okay, how about I try a different version of Google? Let's try a different version of Google. Give me a second, please. Let's try a different version, one where I'm logged in. Now let's say what happens now. I'm gonna ask it to fact check. Okay, it's once again not the Google AI isn't. Where is the AI? Okay, let's go to AI mode. Please fact check this. What does the Google AI say? This claim is based on a 2011 study from Cambridge, blah blah blah, which key findings from the research include blah 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 blah. Okay, where does it come from? It's giving me social media stuff. Please find the link to the study. Okay, please come on, bro. Let's do it. Does it have a link? Julia Pong. Okay, we just opened that document, the document, the study by Julia Pongratz et al. Right? So according to that research paper, one second, let me just copy paste this. Okay. The research paper says, and I quote, in quotes, right, is still smaller. So, does the claim that Genghis ended? So, yeah. So, does the claim still hold up? One second. What does this say? Right. Okay. So where was there Was there any measured? So is there any evidence? Okay, is there any actual empirical evidence of decrease in CO2 levels due to the Mongol invasion? Mongol invasion. Please answer in one word. Let's see what it says. Thinking. No empirical evidence suggests a decrease in carbon dioxide levels due to the Mongol invasion. I could go into this in great detail, but I think I just debunked this claim, this malicious claim that Genghis Khan killed so many people that there was a global decrease in carbon dioxide levels and global cooling. I just debunked this right in front of you. This is how narratives are built. The research paper clearly says there is no measurable decrease, and whatever decrease we are imagining is inferred or imagined or whatever. There is no hard evidence of any measurable decrease in global carbon dioxide to levels from that time period. I just debunked this live for you all. So this is how people create narratives. This is how the West creates narratives about the East. That is how they have managed to globally demonize Genghis Khan. Okay? I just debunked this live in front of you. You can please feel free to go deeper into this. You will find zero evidence, no evidence whatsoever, no hard scientific evidence whatsoever from ice cores or whatever other means you want to look into. There's no evidence whatsoever that there was any decrease in global carbon dioxide levels or there was any global cooling whatsoever because of any Mongol invasion. There you have it. All right.